The Hajj, in a sense, means pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca in Arabic and must be performed by every Muslim each year during the first 10 days of the sacred month of Dhul Hijjah, the final month of the Islamic lunar calendar. Regarded as one of the profound deeds in Islam, Hajj teaches Muslims to practice goodness, show humility, be at peace with oneself, and be sincere to Allah. There are three types of Hajj that a pilgrim may choose to undertake, namely, Hajj al-Ifrad. This essentially refers to performing the rituals of Hajj alone without the need of a sacrificial animal or qurbani. A pilgrim who undertakes this form of Hajj is called Mufrad. Hajj al-Qiran. In this type of pilgrimage, one performs both Hajj and Umrah together while being in the state of Ihram. This form requires a sacrificial animal to complete the rituals. A pilgrim who undertakes this form of Hajj is called Qarin. Hajj al-Tamattu. The most common type of Hajj pilgrimage and the one Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, encouraged his companions to perform. It refers to performing Umrah rituals during the Hajj season and then proceeding to complete the steps to Hajj between the 8th and the 13th day of Dhul Hijjah. Both Umrah and Hajj rituals are performed by entering a separate state of Ihram, and a sacrificial animal is required in order to complete this form of Hajj. A pilgrim who undertakes this form of Hajj is called Mutamatti. Pilgrims can choose to undertake any of the three Hajj procedures that is easier for them. Hajj preparations. Hajj begins on the 8th day of Dhul Hijjah when pilgrims make their intentions to undertake the pilgrimage by donning the Ihram garments. Before setting off from their place of stay and making their way to the sacred boundary of Mecca, pilgrims are bound to assume a state of Ihram, which is the combined sacred act of Niyyah and Talbiyah necessary to perform Hajj. Niyyah is the innate intention to perform an act of worship, while Talbiyah is a special prayer said in supplication to attain Ihram. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. All pilgrims are required to stick to certain guidelines before entering into the miqat. To become a muhrim, a pilgrim that has attained the state of ihram, a pilgrim must prepare himself for ihram by following steps as instructed by the Prophet, peace be upon him. Performing ablutions. Cleansing the body to attain physical purity, which involves some rituals that are mandatory and others that are preferable for ihram. Changing into the sacred attire of two-pieced white ihram sheets for men and ordinary Islamic clothes for women. Both men and women should wear the flip-flops or sandals that expose the middle bones of the midfoot. Performing the 2 rak'ahs of Salah al-Ihram while covering the head. Pronouncing the Niyyah as the miqat approaches, and reciting the Talbiyah repeatedly while traversing the miqat stations and the sacred boundary of the Grand Holy Mosque until the commencement of Tawaf before traveling to Mecca for the next step of Umrah. Performing the Umrah rituals. Pilgrims intending to undertake Hajj al-Tamattu must combine Umrah rituals with that of Hajj. Three Hajj steps. Number 1. Reassume ihram and the intention to perform Hajj. After completing Umrah rituals, pilgrims must assume the state of ihram and declare their intentions to do Hajj. Travel to Mina. Soon after observing the morning prayers, all pilgrims must head to Mina, which is a town in Mecca, where they stay an entire day carrying out ritual prayers. 3. Travel to Mount Arafat to perform Wafaq. During the second day of Hajj, which is the 9th day of Dhul Hijjah, pilgrims travel to Arafat from Mina, reciting istighfar and making supplications. Upon reaching Mount Arafat, pilgrims observe Dhuhr and Asr combined with Qasr prayers near the Jabal al-Rahmah from noon to sunset. This act is known as Waqf, which is standing before Allah. Number 4. Offer prayers in Muzdalifah. Post sunset, pilgrims head to Muzdalifah, which is a town between Mina and Mount Arafat, to observe the evening prayers and rest the night until Fajr prayers in preparation for the next day's ritual of stoning the devil. Pilgrims pick up 49 pebbles of similar size for Rami. On the 10th day of Dhul Hijjah, pilgrims leave for Mecca before sunset to perform Tawaf al-Ifada and Sa'i, and get back to Mina to perform Rami, Nahar, and Halaq. Number 5. Perform Rami in Mina. On the 11th and 12th days of Hajj, pilgrims must complete the stoning of the devil. Before sunrise, pilgrims head back to Mina and participate in a ritual known as stoning the devil. 7 pebbles of similar sizes are thrown at a stone structure known as Jamrat al-Aqaba. This is an act carried out at noon on each day. All pilgrims are required to leave for Mecca before sunset on the 12th day of Dhul Hijjah. Number 6. Animal sacrifice. Nahr. The culmination of the stoning ceremony calls for an animal sacrifice. For this, pilgrims can purchase sacrifice vouchers or a coupon which states that the sacrifice has been made in their name. The sacrificial animal is either a lamb or a camel. The animal is butchered and its meat is packed and shipped to other Middle Eastern countries or is fed to the poor. Number 7. Halaq. Shaving the head, or taqsir, clipping or shortening of the hair for men and women. Men should get their head completely shaved or get their hair clipped, while women are forbidden to shave their heads and are only allowed to have a lock or strand of their hair clipped. The act of cutting the hair symbolizes detachment from physical appearances and complete subjection to Allah. Number 8. Performing Tawaf and Sa'i. Number 9. Repeat stoning at Mina after sunset on the 11th and the 12th day of Dhul Hijjah. The stoning ritual is repeated by throwing pebbles at 2 other monuments other than Jamrat al-Aqaba. Jamrat al-Ula, which is the first Jamrat, and Jamrat al-Wasta, which is the middle Jamrat. Pilgrims face the Jamara, which is the main pillar, with the Mecca on their left and Mina on their right. Stone it with 7 small pebbles while reciting Takbir. Number 10. Perform the farewell tawaf. The next and the final step is the farewell tawaf, circumambulating the Kaaba anti-clockwise 7 times and touching or kissing the Kaaba if possible. Pilgrims reflect on their experience and thank Allah for everything.